as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. This is 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This to Jacobs on the toss right. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Burrow on play action. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Burrow. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Jerry Tillery in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Shifts by him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. But when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Now back to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Trey Hendrickson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 8 yards out. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
It's Mixon on the counter. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Looking deep here for Chase.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
49 yards.
And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Milton Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They go with Jacobs.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
So a great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense?
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 23 yards on the play.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
3rd and 3.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Counter play with Jacobs.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
To the left side, there's Mayer.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through.
So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's out right at the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 2, ready?
Now Burrow on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
11 coming.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
11, 11.
The slot man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game.
Here we go.
Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action. It's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking deep here for Chase. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. McPherson on for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll drop the throw. And he fires one incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll look to throw again.
toss it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And Burrow going to change the play.
12, 12, 12.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Third and 12.
79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat. 6 Cougar 19.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Get set. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Again, it's Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
11, Palmer.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Here we go.
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
So no gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to...
And the pressure gets to him again. Logan Wilson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Here we go.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. There's a nice move. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 78 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Mixon running wide side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
Let's do it. I got my carpet rolled out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.